it's time for Yang News of the Day, episode 35 for Friday, August 2nd, 2019. This is PRM. I am David D. Thank you for being here. I have an article or two to go over with you, some announcements, and some stats, so stick around. Okay, so we are entering a new phase. So we're entering a new phase I'm calling Peak Yang. I've been covering Andrew Yang for 8, 9, 10 months now, and we're finally hitting the sweet spot where Andrew Yang is going to just exponentially get more and more popular. This means I might not cover him as thoroughly because I cannot keep up. Everything is just moving so fast all of a sudden. Like, Andrew Yang is everywhere, okay? So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. I'm going to continue doing Why Not every day if I can. But like I said, if I miss something, I'm sure someone else will cover it. But Andrew Yang is everywhere. We're in peak Yang season. Welcome. All right. So let's get into Why Not for a Friday. Okay. So, and here's what I'm talking about. Yahoo ran a front page story. Yahoo News. Front page story about Andrew Yang. Yesterday. All right. And the headline was, quote, "Study backs up Yang's claim about immigrants." The article goes on to say, quote, "Presidential candidate Andrew Yang said that immigrants are being scapegoated for reasons that have nothing to do with our economy during the second night of the Democratic debates," end quote. Andrew Yang says, "I am the son of immigrants myself," said the 44-year-old entrepreneur. "My father immigrated here as a graduate student and generated over 65 U.S. patents for GE and IBM. I think that's a pretty good deal for the United States." That's the immigration story we should be telling, end quote. I love this. I've been talking about this for months. Andrew Yang just has to get in front of a camera and say, immigrants aren't the problem, automation is the problem. Okay? Because there are so many people who support Donald Trump and who are conservatives and right-wingers and maybe others who believe that immigrants are the problem when it couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, there are immigration problems in America, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there aren't. But the main bulk of the problem is automation. 4 million jobs were automated away right before Donald Trump became president. Okay, so I'm really glad he's saying this now on a national stage because this is so important for people who want to blame immigrants. It's not immigrants, but there are immigration problems. I will say that. But 80 to 90% of the job loss in America is due to automation. I mean, there's free trade deals, and there are some immigrants taking jobs at a very small clip, a very small degree. But 80 to 90% of the problem is automation. And it relieves me that someone is saying this on the national stage. His name is Andrew Yang. So that's a relief. So I'm going to leave this front page article down in the description for you. Okay, moving on. Andrew Yang sat down with Chris Cuomo. See, it's just everywhere. He's front page news. He's headline news. He's sitting down with all the heavyweights. It's really hard to keep up. But I'm going to leave this video down in the comments. In the description. But listen to this before you watch it. Something unique happened during this interview. And it's not necessarily what he said. I saw Andrew Yang like I've never seen him before. He was more focused, yet somehow vulnerable too. He was laughing. He was okay to be a little bit vulnerable, let out a few laughs, and but something was very different. And what was different was he did not let Chris Cuomo lead the conversation. I want you to focus on this. whenever Chris Cuomo asks a question, I want you to focus on, did Andrew Yang answer it, or did he lead it in another direction? Because I think Andrew Yang, for the longest time, was kind of like, okay, I'll go along with where you want to lead me. Okay, just being happy he's on TV, just be happy he's there. I saw another Andrew Yang I haven't seen yet, a poised Andrew Yang, where he did not let Chris Cuomo, who's a very good interviewer. I don't care if you like CNN or not. I'm not a big fan, but Chris Cuomo is a darn good interviewer. Okay, he knows how to get answers, but Andrew Yang didn't let him the whole time. Andrew Yang took that interview where he wanted to go, and I don't know, it was just awesome. I was proud of him. You can just see he's learned a lot over these past, I don't know, a year and a half now of getting on these shows. He knows what to do now. I want you to watch for that when you watch that interview. Watch where it goes when Chris Cuomo asks a question. So, like I said, I'll leave that link down below. Okay, some stats here real quick. The day after Andrew Yang's debate, he raised over $500,000 from over 20,000 individual donors. That's in 24 hours. This is amazing. And then I went to his website, yang2020.com, which I will link down in the description for you. And so far, Q3 fundraising is at $3 million. Already. Q2, he had a 3.5 Q2 goal. And what was it? It was like 3.2 or something. It was very close. He got very close. It's only been a couple weeks, and it's at $3 million. Almost his Q2 goal in a couple weeks. Like I said, we are entering peak Yang. Hashtag peak Yang. I don't know if that'll work, but this is peak Yang season, my friends. This is what we've been building up for. This is one reason why I started this channel. Just getting started. I love it. All right. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment down below, leave a donation. Thank you for being here. I will talk to you down in the comments.